somebody stop me. Stop me, stop me. Please, somebody stop me. Stop me, stop me.
Get back on his ultimate team. Let's do this.
Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
Now ready to get us started, the punter, Drew Kaiser. And we are underway in Foxborough. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Oh, I got them doing like day trades. Okay.
Right 20! Right 20! Double, double, double!
First down, Vic. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Here's Michael Vick. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Play action now, Vic. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Trying to get it to Landry there. That'll bring up second down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
Throwing again, Vic on 2nd and 10. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up a third down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
Right 20! Right 5, 2!
Vic goes play action. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Okay.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Right 90! Right 20!
Again, it's Vic. And that going to be incomplete. Adam Gase rolls the dice. It doesn't pan out. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
No worries.
Here we go now. Gun, 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 gun.
Out of the gun, it's Marino. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. We see the first completion of the game there from the Dolphin great Dan Marino, and that never gets old.
No, it does not. In Miami, he accumulated over 61,000 yards passing. Led the league 6 different times in completions. In a 17-year career, I saw every one of those years, and it feels like he led the league in completions way more than 6 times. Dan Marino had a magnificent run with the Miami Dolphins.
A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here we go now.
Now Marino looking to throw on 2nd down. And caught by Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On 1st and 10, it's Marino. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Now Marino operating with 3rd and long. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Brooks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Hey, let's go!
It's a play fake. Now Vick. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. And they've got it here with a 1st down. Here's Vick. He finds an opening past the 40. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. A good pickup there of 20 yards. first and 10. Here's Vic. Green's got it over the middle. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Vic to the air again. And a hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Throwing, Vic. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route, it's extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players that can make a play in any spot on the field.
And that is incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. A handoff to Fournette. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On third down, Vic. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on fourth down. Off the play fake, Vic. He's got his man here. It's Green. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Damn right.
First foray into the red zone for Miami. They've got a first and goal from the 10-yard line. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. Back to Foxborough after this. First foray into the red zone for Miami. They've got a first and 10 from the 10. Vic now. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal.
Right to the end zone.
They'll throw again. Here's Vic. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a third and goal. The Dolphins on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third and goal. It'll be Vic once more. Hard throw, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Vic readies to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Zach Ertz from 3 yards out. And the Dolphins are in for 6. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
You need a benefit of that.
On 2nd down, here's Marino. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. Now Marino on 1st down. Sets up the screen to Lewis. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A good 1st down call as the screen play gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Marino here from the gun. Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick.
Pick 6, bro.
They will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Got 15 seconds.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now Dion Lewis to return. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage.
I'm throwing another interception. I'll get another pick 6. At least get another.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Marino sets up. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches.
3 seconds.
Now let's go.
Final play of the half. It's Marino. And this one is incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And here's Lewis. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, Marino. Oh, now Marino here throwing another interception. Picked off by Brian Poole. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So here's Vic following the interception. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Vic on the bootleg. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
After the interception, here's Marino. He dumps it down to Ingram. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now Marino back into his end zone. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Pass it. Punt it. Oh, you gonna do it. My boy. All right.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13.
Oh, move.
Indeed, they're going for it with Marino. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And an utter disaster as the ball's going to go over on downs at the 2-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Jordan Howard taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And now back out comes the offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Smith catches left side. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
On second down, Ingram. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. It'll be Marino on the sneak. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first. This time Marino will throw. Completes it to Benjamin. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. On second down, Marino. Wide open receiver, complete. Kelvin Benjamin. A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flipped field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Out of the gun, it's Marino. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain.
What you did last time.
5 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
I don't even have to stretch for this one. This is 4-down territory. They've got to get it in with the deficit that they're facing.
Absolutely. It's not the 4th quarter, but still, I think you can't be thinking 3 here.
Now, if you do that, you might as well go ahead and fold up on this one, but I don't think they're built like that.
3rd and goal, Marino. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. They come out here in the eye. They're running. Ingram. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. Ingram denied on 4th and goal. And this shutout is going to continue as the defense holds again.
I can't believe you went for it, man. You could at least put your points on the board for yourself. We live on YouTube, bro. You gonna let me do this to me?
Vic back around his own goal line. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. Got a nice lead. You should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football, look out.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40. And that one results in 35 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Back now in Foxborough. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Your fans already leaving, man.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Safarian Jenkins has it. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Vic to the air again. And caught right side, Green. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A gain of 32 that time.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's a give to Fournette. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Pernell McPhee in there on the stop.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Game. Get 2 more scores on your ass.
2nd down, Vic. And incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Off the play fake, Vic. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Pernell McPhee in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down.
Let's go.
The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here. from the gun, Vic. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. Wow, first and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
I know you're mad.
From the shotgun, it's Vic. Dumps it off to Fournette. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. Despite the late lead, Vic's going to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to third and goal.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? Got a man, it's Landry for the Dolphins touchdown. Jarvis Landry from 8 yards out, and the Dolphins add on to their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
So out now comes the offense back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now Marino looking to throw on second down. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And this offense on third down today, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Marino will throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Champ Bailey. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Well, they're going to throw it here with Vic. Green flexing his muscle. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 23 yards on the play.
And they just had another big completion there, and I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. And you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game, and however it turns out, it turns out.
On 1st and 10, here's Vic. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
The
about
virtual
it.
guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Now this offense ready to head back out there. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room, get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
On the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. We're not going to quit no matter what the battle is. We're going to finish this thing out.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. He's going to let it fly. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Brian Poole. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. The storyline of this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column, too.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaughan. This has been Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Join the discussion on Twitter at EA Sports_MUT. And with that, we say so long from Foxborough.
Courtney ain't happy. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all soon. Peace out.